Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Erin Herrin, and today we are going to be talking about laundry hacks, or things to make laundry go easier and smoother. And after 20 years of doing the laundry with my family, I thought I would share with you some of the things that have helped me a lot. First off, I'm going to talk about a funny story that my niece told me when she was first married. It was just her and her husband, and they were probably married for about a month, and they didn't have any washer and dryer. And so they would just wear everything in their closet and their drawers, and then when that would be empty, they would just go to the laundromat and throw all their clothes in at once. And then she only had to do the laundry once every about 2 weeks. So, or longer. I think it may have been a month. And so that's what she used to do. So I thought that that was pretty clever. So that's probably my number one hack, is if you are so far behind on laundry and you don't see yourself being able to catch up in a short amount of time, or within a reasonable amount of time to give you motivation to finish it, load up all your laundry into your car, your neighbor's car, whatever, and take it to the laundromat, and then just throw it all in the washers and dryers. And then by the time, that will probably only take a couple of hours, and then you can come home with a bunch of clean laundry to put away. So that's probably my first hack, just so that you don't feel so overwhelmed. And I wish I would have thought about that when my kids were little. I was always super overwhelmed with tons and tons and tons of laundry. I had 5 kids under 5 and 2 sets of twins, and it was just too much in a day for me to do. And so I would try and keep up on it, and it would just get so overwhelming. So I never was able to keep up on my laundry 100% of the time. And so I just want to share that hack, especially with young moms. I think it's important to spend as much time with our kids as possible, and especially when they're little. I think when they're teenagers as well, but when they're little, and just going to the laundromat, throwing your clothes in, being done for a while, and then trying to just keep up on it day to day, I think would probably be the best, especially because when you have young children, you're going through blankets and clothes and everything so quickly, because they're spitting up on it and having accidents and things on them. So I think that's probably the best way to get things done as quick as possible, and then coming home and just trying to stay motivated to do it a little at a time. Don't get down on yourself for being behind in your laundry though. And then my next hack is the color absorbing sheets. You can get them at Walmart, and I will, so what you do is you put the sheet into the washer with all of your clothes, so you can have lights, darks, colors, even whites, and you just put them all in together and throw the sheet in it, and then it absorbs the color and dye that comes off of your clothes, and it goes to this sheet so that your clothes don't look as dingy. But I do suggest that once in a while you do separate colors and try and get them back to the colors that they were before, like bleaching the whites and things like that. But I think the most important thing is to get the laundry done and move on with the next task, because laundry's never ending and we just need to stay on top of it. So my next thing is Tide Pods. I use those a lot, as you have seen in my videos. And they're great, and it's easy to just throw 1 or 2 or 3 into those and be done with it, instead of trying to dump everything into the washer. My thing with the Tide Pods is that if you put too many in the washer, so say you have a light load but you think, oh, maybe it's a medium load, so I'll put in 2 instead of the 1. Sometimes the film from the Tide Pods gets on the clothes because it gets trapped into the clothes, and then it leaves this Tide residue on there and it looks really sticky. So with the Tide Pods, just be careful with that. Maybe if it's a medium-sized load, only put one in. On the package it says differently, but that's what I would suggest. And then also, when you have a dirty, so each bedroom in our home has a laundry basket in it. And so it's like right inside the door. So I don't have to go all in their room to get it. It's just right by the door. So I just grab that and go and throw their laundry in. So another hack I have with the dirty laundry baskets is also make them light. The laundry is so heavy and can be so overwhelming. So don't get a really heavy duty basket to throw your dirty laundry in. Just make it very light and easy to take with you to the laundry room. Another thing that I have with that also is the person, so I tend to do people's laundry as in, so Justin and Austin share rooms, so I do their laundry together. And then Kendra and Malia, they're a set of twins, so I do their laundry together. And Jake and I do our laundry together. And then Courtney and Ezra, I do their laundry together. And so I have 8 people's laundry to get done. And I'm able to do it in probably just one day, probably just half of a day. So that really speeds things up if you can combine, so you're not overfilling your washer, so that things are getting a good clean instead of just throwing all the darks into a cycle. And so I'm just doing 2 people at a time's laundry, and it makes our laundry come out smelling so much better, and I feel like it gets washed a lot better as well. So that's one of the things that I do. And then also when I go around, I've been doing the kids' laundry lately. Courtney's doing full-time work and full-time school. And then she has Ezra. So I do both of their laundry. And then Kendra and Malia. Malia's doing school. And then Kendra works right now. And then Justin and Austin both have school. So I've been trying to get everybody's laundry done and folded and put away for them, just to make life easier for them and to let them know that I appreciate them and all the hard work that they're putting into their homework and their schooling and just trying to better themselves. If they weren't working so hard to do those things, I don't think I would be so inclined to do their laundry and put it away, because it really is my least favorite chore in the whole house. But it has to get done, and it has to be done in a timely manner, or else you just have dirty clothes laying all over the house, or the baskets are overflowing, or it just gets to be really, really overwhelming. So another thing that I have is dryer sheets that you put in the dryer. They're the fabric softeners that come in sheets that you put in the dryer. So I don't use those anymore. I find that they were leaving this stain, this oily stain on my clothes, on some of them, and it would get caught in the shirt, and then it would just wrap around the shirt, and then the stain would just stay there. And I could not get the stain out, no matter how many times I washed it, because it was just a greasy, oily stain. So I decided to go and not use the dryer sheets anymore. And I still have dryer sheets, but I use them on the baseboards around my house. And that is a different hack that we'll talk about a different day. But since I have a bunch left, I just use them for that. They're great for absorbing or for clinging to dirt and things on smaller surfaces. So I'm not going to let them go to waste. And so the best fabric softener and the best way to make your clothes smell the best is to put the fabric softener into the washer and then have it wash together with the washer with the clothes. And then when you put it in the dryer, it's still smelling great. I've seen some of my friends and things, they use essential oils on wool balls and put them in their dryer, but I can't do that. I'm allergic to essential oils. I just figured that out. And then my daughter Malia has a kidney transplant, and essential oils, you have to be careful about which ones you use. There's about 3 that we can use right now that they've been testing, just to make sure that they don't interact with your medication. And that's the reason why we can't use them too much at our house. I use fresh citrus sometimes because I know that that's a safe oil, and I've asked her transplant team about that. And so I will use that if I want something to smell good. But most of the time it's just, I just use the fabric softener, or the fabric softener in the liquid or the pellets, and put that into the washer, and it does a really good job, and my clothes stay smelling good for quite a long time. So my other hack that I do is I have 8 people in my home, and so it is, laundry can be extremely overwhelming and hard to keep up on. So one of the things that I did, and I think a lot of people could do this, but I don't think that they think about it, but getting another washer and dryer. So I know people say they don't have room for it in their laundry room, but if you have a side-by-side washer and dryer, you can just do a stackable on each side, because you'll have a side-by-side and then just do stackables by the side-by-sides, and then you get two washers and 2 dryers. And the plugs for the dryers are really cheap. So we got ours installed, and it was about $50. So, and I think it's well worth it. I did have to wait a little bit to get my other washer and dryer. I had to, of course, save for it. I can't just go out and buy a washer and dryer the same day that I put the plug in. But we saved up for them, and we got a washer and dryer. So I have a stackable washer and dryer upstairs for the 3 bedrooms we have upstairs, and then I have another side-by-side washer and dryer downstairs for the bedrooms that are downstairs. And I just feel like it just spreads things out a little bit better and makes it more manageable in my head, and then in the home too. If we have accidents, because we have a little 2.5-year-old Ezra, and we can even just throw his little downstairs. I have one of the drawers that I can pull out, and there's like a little tiny washer underneath my washer, and so that was about $700, and it was just an upgrade to my washer at the time. There's a lot of things like that going on right now. Different ways you can have 2 washers, but then you only have the 1 dryer. But that's just a good hack that I found if you can do that on your budget. It works wonderfully, and I don't feel as overwhelmed with my laundry anymore. And I wish I would have done that a long time ago when I had little kids. So that is all that I had today. I just wanted to share those hacks with you, and some of the advice that I have found, or some of my advice over the last 20 years that I have found with raising my kids and being a young mom and trying to survive some of the craziness that happens. But I just wanted to share this with you. I hope that it will help you to not feel so overwhelmed, and I hope that it will help you to maybe find a different way to do your laundry and be able to conquer it. So thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe to my channel to help me grow it, and I am so excited to continue doing videos for you. Okay, see ya. Talk to you later. Bye.